Hello, I am at Bongeunsa Temple in Seoul. Bongeunsa Temple is a temple located in the heart of Seoul. It is a very old temple built in 794. I visited this place to see the decorations to celebrate the birthday of Buddha. Every year, on the 8th day of the 4th lunar month, a festival is held where lanterns are lit and played in the evening. You can already see the statues decorated at the entrance. These are things that were not there when I visited here before. In most Korean temples, you can see colorful lanterns hanging from the ceiling around the end of April. It's beautiful during the day, but it becomes a wonderful sight when it lights up brightly in the evening. The statues on the left and the statues at the entrance are all lanterns. You can see them shining brightly in the evening. I'm not going to wait until the evening and just look at the temple during the day. I uploaded a video of the Lantern Festival in the last video. If you're curious about the Lantern Festival, you can refer to that. The reason for hanging these lanterns is because in Buddhism, lanterns symbolize wisdom. The lanterns that shine brightly in the darkness are used to mean that they illuminate our dark hearts with wisdom. The colors of the lanterns also have their own meanings. It is difficult to explain them all, but they all symbolize positive meanings. In addition, Buddhism does not regard Buddha as a god, but rather, the basic doctrine of this religion is that anyone can become a person like Buddha if they practice. In Buddhism, practice means meditation to reflect on oneself and service to help others. If you look at the lanterns hanging from the ceiling, you can see that there are also white paper notes hanging with them. They write their wishes and hang them with the lanterns. If you pay, they will hang the lanterns with the wish notes. Along with the temple stay experience service, it is also the main source of income for this temple. The temple that earns the most money in Seoul is Bongeunsa Temple. That's because it is located in a city that is easy to access. I arrived at the main building of the temple. You can see a stone pagoda in the middle. You can often see stone pagodas like this in temples. The meaning of the pagoda is Buddha's tomb. After Buddha, who was spreading his doctrine in India, died, his followers built a pagoda there. That's why they build the pagoda together when they build a temple. It's a symbol like Jesus' cross. They put a bead treasure under the pagoda. That's why it used to be a target of grave robbers in the past. Originally, the area around Bongeunsa Temple was mountains and farmland. It was so remote that you had to take a boat to get here from Seoul. However, after the ceasefire of the Korean War in 1953, Seoul, the capital of South Korea, rapidly expanded. Originally, Seoul was only the area north of the Han River. As the city grew, it expanded to the area south of the river. Bongeunsa Temple was not located within the city from the beginning. Naturally, as high-rise buildings were built and developed in the Gangnam area south of the Han River, it naturally became a temple within the city. Most temples in Korea are located in the mountains. This is because during the Middle Ages, Buddhism in Korea was corrupt, and the king of Korea purged some corrupt monks and suppressed the Buddhist religion. At that time, Buddhism in Korea was so corrupt that the lives of the people were difficult. It has similar characteristics to the religions of medieval Europe. Monks built temples in the mountains to escape government oppression, and this has continued to this day. Even now, if you want to visit famous temples in Korea, you have to climb a mountain. This is different from famous religious buildings in other countries. Most famous religious buildings such as cathedrals, temples, and mosques are located in major areas. That is why Bongeunsa Temple, which has a long history, is located in the city, which is a very unique site in Korea. Because of its easy accessibility, many tourists come here to experience temple stays. I arrived at the 23 meters large Buddha statue here. That Buddha statue was built relatively recently. It was built to wish for the unification of Korea, which is currently divided into North and South. Since I don't believe in religion, I don't really know what the relationship between the unification of North and South Korea and that Buddha statue is. Anyway, it is said that Buddhist believers pooled their money and built it over a period of 10 years. As far as I know, that stone statue is the largest stone statue in Seoul. As this has created a tourism effect, the number of visitors has increased to see the Buddha statue. Anyway, it was built with good intentions and seems to be a pretty successful business. It is also important to promote one's religion. This place is not only used for religious purposes. The Seoul Metropolitan Government also holds concerts here. If you climb up the hill of the temple, you can see the back of the Buddha statue like this. The sight of the Buddha, looking at the city of Seoul, is really amazing. This is a major photo spot when you visit here. It reminds me of the statue of Jesus in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I am going down the hill again. Looking to the left, there is a Buddha statue. It is April, the spring season, so I am walking along a pretty flower path. As I come down, I can hear the sound of a wooden fish and the sound of chanting. I think it's probably prayer time. This is the end of my tour of Bongeunsa Temple. Thank you for watching my video.